last PIEF forums that we've been privileged enough to be invited to. Gained a lot of tips and advice on pathways of how to go and attain our partnerships. Been a great help in forming networks, other colleges, and just little tricks and ideas that they've developed themselves and been using. One of the highlights has been the toolkit being developed through PIEF, operating through the middle school programs in the mainstream. So that's allowed our future students into the vet programs to have a stepping pathway branching up into our rural operations and agriculture. So our middle school programs can highly incorporate those toolkits and learning tools developed and that we found out about mainly through the forums and attending that weekend. So it's really highly useful to the college.
The first forum that PIEF held was a most wonderful opportunity to meet with a few other teachers from across Australia. It was the most exciting conference I had been to in terms of shared ideas and resources. It was a great reminder for me that I needed to document and to have partnership details spelled out clearly so that both sides of the partnerships were in agreement on what the expectations were. Those sorts of things had become lost a little for me because we were so busy implementing the program, and a lot of it was done verbally and hadn't been documented. I really enjoyed sharing those ideas with other people and learning what they were doing. As a non-agricultural teacher, my background is in English literature, but I taught English and music for many years and history. What I learned from those ag teachers was that there are many different models that are operating around Australia, and that all of those models that were successful seem to be in partnership in some way with the communities that they were living in, whether it be Tyrrell College with the wheat farm, ISIS with the fruit and veg industry, or whether it be some cattle industry places or the models in Western Australia where the boarding schools were. That was an eye-opener for me, and I have been able to use that since then in talking to government officials, people who are in a position of power, in order to try to get changes made so that we can implement models here in Victoria. That was a wonderful opportunity to be able to meet with other teachers who were sharing those ideas.
As a result of the PIPS forum, there were a number of facts that I gained from the activities, particularly regarding the way that we maintain and continue to develop existing partnerships. One of the things that I took away from it, one of the major messages, was the fact that you really do need to work at maintaining relationships with industry. It's easy enough to set up an initial partnership where you have two enthusiastic groups, the school and the industry partner, but it's difficult to maintain that over time. And so there are a range of things that we did which have helped us do that. One is really good communication. A second is making sure that everyone knows very clearly what their individual responsibilities are and what the benefits will be. And if we have it written down in the form of a memorandum of understanding, then as personnel change, the program can continue. So I guess that's one of the major messages that we took from it. And the whole program was great. We got to meet lots of other people that were involved in similar activities, that even with different contexts in their schools. However, the program is able to be shared among a range of schools, and all you have to do is individualise it for your own context.